Good morning to everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Today, I'm here with poem 1 Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, written by Ruskin Bond. Dear children, fear is a very natural thing. Almost everyone on this earth has a fear of something or the other. And most of the young children are scared of the night and its darkness. Isn't this true? But once we come to know of the positive things about our source of fear, it disappears. The poet Ruskin Bond, in his poem Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, has tried to remove this fear of the young children by bringing out the importance and positivity of the night and its darkness. And I hope and believe that once you watch this video, your fear of the night and its darkness will also run away from your minds, and you will no longer be afraid of the dark, but be friends with the night. Watch the video very attentively. Let's begin. Before moving on with the poem, let's know something about the poet Ruskin Bond. The poet Ruskin Bond is a famous Indian writer of British origin. He was born in the year 1934 in Kasauli, Himachal Pradesh. He now lives with his adopted family in Landor, Missouri. His writings are simple and easy to understand for the young readers. Next, the theme of the poem. This poem is a message to the young children who are generally afraid of the night due to its darkness. The poet makes the children understand that the night is as important as the day is, because it brings a peaceful rest and sleep, full of sweet dreams of our friends and their pleasant memories for all the creatures on the earth after the hard work of the day. It gives us a light of new hope, desires, and positivity in the form of moonlight and the shining stars. Hence, we should not be scared of the night, rather be friends with it. Now the poem. Stanza 1. Don't be afraid of the dark, little one. The earth must rest when the day is done. The sun must be harsh, but moonlight never. And those stars will be shining forever and ever. The new words. Afraid. Afraid means to feel fear or to be scared of someone or something. Dark means absence of light, and in this poem, dark is used for night. Harsh means unpleasant or uncomfortable. Rest means to stop work and relax or go to sleep. Little one means a young child. Next is the explanation of this stanza 1. The poet is talking to a young child and trying to make him understand that he should not be afraid of the dark or night. Generally, the young children are scared of the night due to the darkness it brings along. The poet tells the child, or all the children generally, that it is very important for all on the earth that there is a night after a long day of hard work and the harsh and strong sunlight. The night brings along the soothing moonlight and the shining stars. It gives a peaceful relaxation and sleep to the whole earth and all the creatures living on it. The soothing moonlight and brightly shining stars give a light of new hope, dreams, and positivity amidst the darkness of the night. Stanza 2. Be friends with the night. There is nothing to fear. Just let your thoughts travel to friends far and near. By day, it does seem that our troubles won't cease. But at night, late at night, the world is at peace. The new words here are troubles means difficulties or problems. Cease means to stop or to come to an end. Peace means calmness or an end of all disturbance. Explanation of stanza 2. The poet tells the little child that there is nothing to be scared of the night. Rather, it is like a friend to us, as it brings peace, relief, and relaxation in the form of sleep after a full day of work and never-ending hurries and worries of daily life. The sleep brings along sweet dreams, full of pleasant desires and memories of dear friends. The poet explains that the night is more friendly with us than the day is. Hence, there is no reason to be afraid of it. Next, we will move on to the exercise in which we are going to do the true and false statements, questions and answers, and the last one is antonyms. But before moving on, I would like to make it very clear that how you have to maintain your notebooks. There will be 2 notebooks for English, one for English language or grammar and the other one for English literature. Today's work you will be doing in the English literature notebook. Your notebooks must be beautifully covered and appropriately labeled. Means your name, standard and the subject must be very clearly and neatly written on it. Follow all the instructions that I am going to explain. Number 1, write very neatly in cursive hand and avoid cutting and overwriting, please. On the first page, line 1, mention the day and date clearly, just as shown here. In the next line, mention the chapter number as poem 1 here, followed by its name as Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, and the name of the poet or the author in the next line after writing by, as by Ruskin Bond. The next thing you must do is to draw and color a picture related to the content of the poem or the chapter. Then move on to the next page. Write the exercise in the first line, the exercise. In the second line, write new words and mark it as A, new words. It is clearly written here. In the next line, write word, W-O-R-D, word. Then after some space, meaning. And from the next line onwards, note down all the new words along with their meanings, just as shown here. After completing the new words, leave one line space if many lines are left at the same page. If not, move on to the next page and start writing from the very first line, because there is no need to leave any space at the top. Then do the true and false statements. Once again, leave one line space. Then do the questions and answers as indicated here and leave one line space once again. Next thing, do the antonyms and you are done with the exercise. But remember, these instructions you have to follow for all the rest of the poems and chapters that will be done later. So we are not yet done with the exercise. Let's move on to the exercise now. Well, first we'll do the true or false statements. State whether the following statements are true or false. A. The poem is about a young child's fear of the night due to its darkness. This is true. B. The moonlight will keep shining forever. Is this true or false? What will keep shining forever? Remember, the stars. So, this statement is false. The poet says that the stars will keep shining forever. The night is necessary for all on the earth. This statement is true because night brings relaxation for all the people on the earth. D. The child can see his friends in the dreams. True. The poet says that the child can meet his friends near or far in his dreams during the night. E. We should not be friends with the night. This statement is false. The poet says that we should be friends with it and we should not be afraid of it. Now we have done the true and false statements. Next thing in the exercise is the questions and answers. The very first thing that you have to keep in mind is write the answer using the same tense as the question has. As I am going to explain how to form the answers. Let us see question number 1. What is the child afraid of? See how to form its answer. As you have done the poem and you are fully aware of the answer now. But how to write it correctly? So first we'll remove the question word what and put the auxiliary verb is after the noun the child. The child is. Then, as is asked in the question, afraid of. The child is afraid of. Then, our answer. That is the night due to its darkness. Due to means because of or the reason being. Finally, we have the complete answer. That is the child is afraid of the night due to its darkness. See here, the question is asked in the simple present tense and we also have answered it using the same tense. Let's move on to the next question, that is, what will keep shining forever and ever? See, you know the answer, but how to form a complete sentence? Here, we will remove the question word what and write the stars in its place. That is the answer. And put down all the words from the question as it is. And add making the night sky look attractive. We have added these words to make the answer more clear. Thus, we have our answer. The stars will keep shining forever, making the night sky look attractive. We'll follow the same process to form the answers to the next questions as well. Question number 3 is, what is never harsh? Why? To form this answer, after removing what, we have added the moonlight. What is never harsh? The moonlight is never harsh. But our answer is not complete without answering the second part of it. That is why. Means why is the moonlight never harsh? In simple terms, we are asked to give the reason behind it. So we will add the conjunction because here. Because means the reason being. And connect the second part of the answer. That is, it is calm and soothing to the body and the mind. Thus, our complete answer is, the moonlight is never harsh because it is calm and soothing to the body and the mind. The same process is followed to answer the next questions also. Part D is, what are the things that we see at night? We see the moon and the twinkling stars at night. E. How is the world at peace at night? Answer is, the world is at peace at night because all the creatures on the earth go to sleep and relax after the day's work. The next part of the exercise is part C, and that is, find out the antonyms of the following words from the poem. The antonym is a word that means the opposite of another word. For instance, bad means the opposite of good, and hot has the meaning opposite to cold. Some other examples are day, night, black, white, laugh, weep, etc., etc. Now, when you know what is the meaning of the antonym, let's do this question. The first word is war. In the word that has the opposite meaning in the poem is peace. So, the antonym of war is peace. Soft has the antonym harsh. Early, late, enemy, friend, and bold, afraid. Now, all of you have to write all the new words and the full exercise up to the C part, that is the antonyms, along with a beautiful, colorful, and a neat drawing related to the poem. I'm sure that you won't be any more afraid of the night and the darkness. And whenever you feel a fear of the dark, remember these lines and your fear will vanish, I bet. Don't be afraid of the dark. Look within. Grab your heart. If it's dark outside, shine your light. Thank you, dear children. That's all for today. Be bold.